This is Kudra, one of the hardest bosses in Hypixel Skyblock. And this is me, a guy who hasn't played Kudra in like a year. However, I'm on a quest to find a new money-making method for myself since everything else I did kinda just... Since I last played Kudra, it received an update which made it so that nether stars and all attribute shards were now unsoulbound. This made Kudra approximately 8 times less annoying, and it's kinda just insane for money now. So today, I'll be making my return to Kudra, but before we do that, we do need to get some upgrades to our setup first. So now let's get right into the video. Alright, so as far as upgrades go, the first main thing we can do is just to get our lifeline levels up right now, because they kinda are not looking great, like 6s and 4s here. And my lava shell doesn't have it at all, so let's go ahead and start by buying a lava shell here. So the cheapest lifeline lava shell is going at about 13 million coins right now. There's this one for 60 million coins with a recom and lifeline 6, but I did the math, that's not worth it, and this one for 120 is also not worth it. God roll is going for 305, which is just not worth it for me right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy the cheapest one here. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of the equipment here to lifeline 6 manually. Lifeline shards are currently going for about 7 million coins a pop here, so I'll grab 4 of these real quick. And here is our lifeline 6 shard, and I can go ahead and toss it onto the lava shell now. And 100k later, it's now onto the lava shell and it's looking pretty nice. Next, we need to get to lifeline 6 on the other 3 equipment pieces. And if you look at lifeline 4 on the item rather than the shard for these equipment pieces, it actually ends up being much cheaper. So I'll go ahead and buy these. And what is that IGN, bro? What the hell? Looks like molten bracelets are more expensive than the molten cloaks here, but they're still cheaper than shards, so I'll still buy these. And the molten belts are even more expensive, so much so that I'll buy 2 here, and then the next one is 10 million coins, so I'll just buy a shard for the last one instead. Never mind, I found another cheaper one, so we're good. And this is technically all the pieces we need right here, but if I go ahead and buy this mana regen shard here for a cheap 1 million coins... Okay, so the way this works is that because 4 plus 4 is equal to 5, and 5 plus 5 is equal to 6, I can combine everything together to get a mana regen 6. But just one small thing, do not fact check me on those numbers. And after a bunch of combining, there is the entire set completed. And the last thing we need to do as far as upgrades go is get the armor to all lifeline 7, that's what I want to do. So let me find some pieces for that and I'll be right back. And here are the 2 pieces here. I can go ahead and slap that onto the chest plate for lifeline 7 and also onto the boots for lifeline 7 there. And that is pretty much everything I wanted to do as far as lifeline upgrades go. The next thing that I want to do is a quick but expensive purchase, and that is getting a blaze pet. And this is because blaze pet is supposed to be meta for Kudra in the clear phase. And I used to have a blaze, but then I sold it for some reason and now I don't have it. So we need to buy this back real quick, and that is going to set us back 124 million coins, which is expensive, but we do need to do it. And you know what? The skinned one looks cool, and it's only 26 mil more. This might be a bad financial decision, but whatever, I'm doing it. Wholly expensive, but I can go ahead and claim that. Now, the last thing that I want to do as far as upgrades go has been more of an ongoing problem on my profile, and that is magical power. I'm gonna strive for 1200 in this video, but I don't know how expensive it's gonna be, so we'll just see how far like 500 or 600 mil takes us. And I have 0 slots, so I think I'll just go ahead and buy like a few sets of these. I just casually spent almost 40 million coins on 6 slots, bro. And now let's get to buying. Firstly, for some odd reason, I don't have the haste artifact. If you ask me why, I really don't have an answer for you, but I'm just gonna go ahead and buy one here. And also a recom to go with it. Next is the General's Medallion. Again, I don't know why I don't have the success rate, and I can't answer that question. And then we grab the Junk Artifact right here. I think this is new with the Backwater Bayou update or whatever it's called. After that, I'll grab a Pest Hunter Artifact. And then slap a recom and an enrichment on that bad boy. Bro, are you kidding me? You can't bin a rude book. You're actually joking me, dude. I am not dealing with this right now. I'll come back to it. And then we have the seal ring, which thank goodness you can bin, and 19 million coins. Then I have the Ring of the Century, which is supposed to be an upgrade to something I have, but I have no clue what that something is. And then we got the Eternal Hoof, or not. I can't buy it, I guess. There we go. Then we have a more expensive one, the Titanium Relic. Never mind, I am not upgrading that myself. I am not waiting 3 days here, bro. Just give me this and we'll figure the rest out later. And then we have the Hunter Ring for 32.7 mil, starting to get a bit expensive here. And then we buy the Gold Gift Talisman. I just realized I should be looking for deals on recommed stuff. Yeah, like this one is better to buy recommed. Oopsies. 42 million coins for a bunch of null ovoids. This is actually getting expensive here, dude. Wait, never mind. I'm stupid, bro. I'm just straight up stupid. I bought so many more than I needed to. I actually just can't math. Then I need a Fermento artifact, but just slightly cheaper to buy recom, so I'll do that. Then I need to buy 8 of these scare fragments right here. Slap these into a crafting table with my existing talisman here to get the intimidation relic. Here we go. Getting into more of the expensive ones here. I need to grab the Reaper orb now, but it's cheaper to craft it with just 8 of these, so I'll do that. Put all of these into a crafting menu just like so. And we now have the Reaper orb. I got some materials from the bazaar, and once I arrange all my stuff in like this, toss my talisman in the middle, I get the Bat Person ring and then the Bat Person artifact. Next, I have to grab the candy relic for 30 mil. And then we got a more expensive upgrade here, which is going to be the Draconic artifact. Right now, we only have the talisman. So with this crafting recipe, I can get the ring here, split that right there, and now we have the Draconic artifact. This was like a 60 mil upgrade right here, bro. And for what I think is probably gonna be our last talisman for now, we have the Nether artifact here for 109 million coins. Super expensive, but it might actually be useful since it gives some damage reduction benefits. Not sure if they work inside of Kudra, but only one way to find out. So now we have all of these talismans. Some of them are upgrades and some of them still need to be recoms. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy recoms and enrichments for those ones real quick. Bro, I just counted it up. I need 9 recoms. I thought I could stop the spending for now, but we're just going broke here. There goes another 80 mil down the drain. And then I need 7 enrichments, which is not as bad as before, but that's gonna run me back like 35k bits. I'm really glad I have these because it saves me like 50 mil or something, but we are really running through those bits now as well. Never mind, I miscounted. I need 10 recoms, not 9. Let's go, dude. There we go. In this backpack is everything we bought in this video and everything we need to upgrade it. Let's do that real quick. Never mind, it turns out I miscounted the miscount and I bought one too many. Okay, fun. And these are all the accessories right here. And then this top row right here is all of the old talismans that were upgraded. So I'm gonna toss those back into a backpack and we can sell these back to get some coins in. I can then go ahead and toss all the talismans in, and I think oh my god, bro, I'm 1 slot short, but currently we are at 1,176, so unfortunately I do need to go ahead and buy more for those, and then we can slap the accessory in, and we are looking at 1,192 magical power. Okay, you know what, 8 away. I need to cross the 1,200 mark. We're gonna buy something real quick. Wait, I think I figured it out. I accidentally tossed the Eternal Hoof into a random backpack. We are at 1,196. Almost there. It looks like the cheapest thing to do is to upgrade my Pulse Ring to Epic. And there we go, we have 1 million charge. I have 3 extra because the wiki lied to me, so I think I'll just slap them on because it'll be useful in the long run whenever I upgrade this to the last variant. But there is the pulse ring done. I can go ahead and slap that in. We've officially reached 1200 magical power. I low-key just straight up forgot to test the magical power before we did all the upgrades, so I went ahead and took a bunch of stuff out. So we are back to the old magical power, which is 1026. I am currently on Terminator Reforges, and with my Terror and the G-Jog equipped, we are currently doing 424, 428, 433. Okay, so it seems to be capping out around 468,000 damage right there. Yeah, 466 to 468,000 damage. However, magical power is also also useful in other contexts of the game, so I switched it back to Mage Reforges here. And we are still on 1026 magical power, and we are doing 2.85. Yeah, seems to be consistent around 2.86 thousand damage rounded. Yeah, that's about the number we got. And then the last thing I want to test it with is this Crimson setup and this Claymore that I bought ages ago. I'm still going to be on DG drag, but this time I am on melee reforges here, and we are doing 1.13, so consistent at 1.13 million damage. And now we are back up to 1200 magical power, and with that same melee set we are now doing 1.205, 1.23, 1.23, so it seems to be like between 1.21 and 1.23. And then with the same setup on mage with 1200 magical power, we are doing 2.94, 2.94, 2.94. Yeah, that's consistent, so it's like 90k on the mage front. But what we really all want to know is how is the archer setup affected by this magical power. So we're back at 1200 with the archer reforges, and we are doing 486, 485 I saw, 483, 484. So it's around 485, 486k, which is like a 25k increase. Now that that test is done, it's finally time to test the setup out in Kudra. There isn't really a great way to test lifeline, and it's not really gonna matter too much in the boss fight. 300 with DPS, sure, why not? I am also in the wrong armor, GG. Already selling, let's go. But let's see if I remember how to play Kudra here. I might have sold because I was typing in chat. I sold because I was typing in chat. GG. I gotta do a flare, get the blaze out, and then build. Alright, that is the build phase done. I am lagging like crazy, dude. Okay, apart from the minor cell, we are good so far. Let me ragax here, and then not get blown up by that. Oh my god. We all died. Okay. We all died to the chunk. Okay, what did we get? Absolutely nothing. I'm not even opening that, bro. I am genuinely not even opening that. It is that atrocious. Well, let's hopefully get a better run here. Kudra is next to me here, so I think I should be okay regardless. Why did this guy come for my square and then proceed to fail his own supply? Bro, okay, maybe try not to die here again. Could be useful. There we go. Better run there. Not the best. Are you kidding me? What? Bro, what? That's actually insane. Let me put the chest down. Oh my god, bro. I almost got cooked by a knocker there because it just did not let me put it down. Warm up number 3. Real, bro. I also should be mana draining here. What did we get? Dom mana pool. 100% gonna take that. There we go. Lifeline 5 on a helmet. Kind of worthless. All of my auto pets are also messed up, so that's not great. Oh my server lag, dude. You're joking. You are joking. Oh, I'm on the wrong spot. Okay. I nearly died like 4 times there, dude. Yo, what is this, bro? What is this? And after all of that, we got Magic Find. You know what? Sure, I'll take it. Looks like Party Fighter, even in tier 5, still has monkeys in it because this guy just joined and then he left. I don't know why he did that. Okay, who's running T5 at Combat 58? I actually don't understand. How he got into the party is one problem. How on earth he's playing tier 5 is another problem. There we go, good pearl, and I actually got my 2 supplies there properly. Oh, this guy's trying to rend. The rend did not work. Unfortunate. He gave it a go, and we got mana regen and strong mana. Sure, why not? Oh my god. I got it. Okay, dude, I got slapped by the tentacle. Almost died there with the supply in hand. Bro, it was free too. I don't know why you guys are just not getting the supply. Holy server lag, dude. Oh my god. Even the chunks are taking like 5 years to fall down. No slash again? 2 runs in a row is wild. I almost got taken out by a tentacle again, dude. 3 in a row for no slash. You're kidding me. What? I mean, I'm not complaining. It's less work for me, but that's actually crazy, dude. And I think with that 1 in 343 moment, that's a great place to stop this video. So, was the return to Kudra a success? And I would say yes. I made a considerable amount of money in just the short runs that I played. I can't reveal that amount right now because I'm gonna do that next video. But if you made it till here, thank you so much for watching. I'm in a race with Flame Game God to 10,000 subscribers, so like and a sub would be much appreciated, and join the Discord to be notified when I post, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!